to another crime scene.
What is good? What is good? What is good to the family? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Salute to everybody that came through here today. Everybody that's gonna come through. Salute, salute, salute. Man. Sorry, my apologies for not having a live last Saturday, but man, I was exhausted. I've been doing 10-hour shifts ever since school ended, and it's really taking its toll. Okay, so salute to everybody that came through here, bruh. I am Ashley's Corner, and we're gonna get it cracking. We're gonna get it cracking. Salute to Mike Biggs, boxing corner boss up in the place first. It's a little cold up in here. Up in the place to be first. Salute to you. Appreciate you. First lady finna cook. Yes, I'm gonna try to cook up a little bit. I'm gonna try to turn some smoke. Salute to you, Jose Diaz. What's good with you? Salute. Appreciate you for coming by. Salute to you, Shawana Allah. Haven't seen you in a little minute. I hope you're doing good. I haven't seen everybody in 2 weeks, damn it. And it's my fault. Shit. Salute to you, ATX Lab Life, Cletus, AKA Big Texas. TWT is in the house. What's popping, fam? What's good with you? Salute to you, Cuzzo. Yes. Man, it's a lot to talk about. Salute to you, Omega Red. Peace and blessings to you. What's good with you? Salute to you, Condo. LDBC or nothing. Salute to you, a corner boss up in here, one of the corner leaders. Let me see. Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more. Salute to you. What's good with you, young man? What's popping with you? Judah Ben Israel, Ash Cash. What's good with you? Salute. Hope you're doing well. John and Q, you everywhere, bro. You be in everybody chat. Salute to you. King Corion, what's good with you? Hope everything good with you. Tank get out on good behavior. Niggas on their worst behavior. Ain't he quiet? Yeah, you can't wait, yo. You can't wait. Salute to you, Thomas from the Bronx, corner boss up in the house. What's good with you? Man, he said he can't wait. Brian King B, what's good with you? Salute to you, fam. Salute to you, the Jab Jamboree. What's good with you? Good cook up that you was having. Good live you was having. Actually hustling. Man, yo, it's kicking my ass. Salute to you, Marlon. What's good with you? Hey, miss. All right, I think I got it. Black Belt Ben, what's good? Which I haven't seen you in a minute. I think I seen you in for non-chat though. For real. Hell yeah, Ash. 10-hour shift break. Bruh. That shit had me gone. I said, man, I can't even do the damn live. Salute to your flawless mentality. What's good with you, King? Hope all is well. Definitely appreciate you for coming by tonight. Groundhog Sports Nation, salute to you. Who's fighting right now on the zone? The card that started at 2:00. Who's fighting on that? Who's the main event? Maybe that judge realized she was on some bullshit. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's up to the judge anymore after he go. If he get out on good behavior, I don't think it's really her. It could be. I mean, I ain't never been in jail before, but I mean, I know a lot of MacBook brothers, if you understand what I'm saying. Hopefully, she realized she was on some bullshit and she realized who exactly he was. You know what I'm saying? If the girl, I mean, hell, who knows, man? I don't know. I'm not even going to get into that part of it. Why did Tank walk out looking like Leon from Snowfall, bruh? Yo, the way he looked when he walked out made me laugh when I seen the picture. No, but I'm not even going front. He looked like a lot of shit. He looked like a lot of movies, a lot of pictures. It just was a familiar look. And he did look like he was high stepping. It looked like he just hit the lottery and he just got out. And technically, he about to go home to millions and millions of dollars in the bank account. So, hey, you know what I'm saying? He's like, get me out of this motherfucker. You see, he wasn't trying to let none of them motherfuckers in jail braid his hair either. He said, nope, that shit looked freshly washed and picked. Like, that's all he was doing was picking his hair. All he was doing was picking his hair. And for the people that was talking about, oh, he might be out of shape. He might be out of shape. He's not going to be out of shape in 90. Listen, man, I don't know about everybody else, but I mean, I ain't never been in jail. But what I do know is that shit don't fatten you up. I said that before on my other live, bro. I don't know one jail that's in that bitch cooking up meals like shit and that shit banging and motherfuckers is in like really get fat. Like, bro, nah. He is, and he a celebrity. He ain't in there eating that shit. And when I found out he was in Baltimore County, he wasn't even really like up, bruh. Man, ain't shit happen up in that bitch. Excuse my language. Ain't nothing happening with him up in that joint, man. Everything was fine. He just sat down and did his time. That ain't shit. And when he walked out, his shirt was straight down. Straight down was his shirt. You know what I'm saying? He ain't had no gut and none of that. Like, bro, I don't know where y'all get this stuff. A lot of y'all, I mean, act like y'all don't know nobody and never had a conversation with anybody who's ever been in jail. Like, come on, bro. Now, he wasn't in prison and shit. The motherfucker was in jail. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, he looked like all he was missing was the damn, he got games on. And that bitch looking like Denzel. He got game with the white shirt and the black sweatpants. Bruh, he looked like a lot of shit, man. I can't even remember all the things that I was saying, man. He looked like a lot of people coming out, but he definitely looked very happy. Very happy. You know what I'm saying? I got my set rotation of channels. Right. You be everywhere. Josh Kelly. That's the dude that was the main event. Salute to you, Grindhard Sports Nation. Salute to you. If I missed you, my bad. I'm sorry. Yo. Josh Kelly, that's it. I ain't missing nothing. Then I don't really care about that. I know Alicia Baumgartner fights at 8. The card starts at 8, I think, on the zone. And then is Frank Martin on Showtime? I think he's on Showtime. Salute to you, whatchamacallit. What's good with you? They quiet now. Who want the money and the smoke? Let's go. Who won it? For real, y'all. Only taking the top 3. Only want to see him in there versus Devin Haney, number 1, Shakur, or Frank Martin. That's the only people that I want to see him in there. Of course, if he fights somebody else, I'm definitely going to watch that shit. I'm not going to. I never talk down on any of his fights because that's not really what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? So, and another thing, let me harp on that for a second. When it comes to fighters thinking that the other fighter is going to win, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, just do. That's the one. That's the one that I seen you in. Yeah, salute to you. Yeah. I hardly watch boxing. Salute to you for being in the chat though. I appreciate the support. It looked like Tank was saying, "What up, Chuck?" Like his ride was right there. He was trying to walk fast and shit. For real. They walked out like, you're right. Denzel, you got game. Right. No bullshit. Salute to you, Almighty Law. What's good with you? Appreciate you for coming by. Yeah, he was in the count. Right. Right. Salute to you, Marvin Banks. What's good with you? Salute. You could get fat if you eat a lot of what? Canteen and not work out. Yeah, I don't think he would be in there eating a lot of anything because of the food in there. Like, I never heard anybody. I know a lot of people that went to jail. None of them said the food was banging. None of them ever said that they went to bed not hungry. All of them went to bed hungry every night. Every night. And that's like the first thing you want to do is good. When you get out, probably, a little bit of that. But that's the first thing you want to do is get some your favorite meal or some good food in your stomach. That's how I know every dude that got out, that's what they wanted. Is food, some real good food. Salute to you, Mike. What's good with you? Appreciate you for coming through. County jail, a little cleaner, and you still in the cell. Yeah, you still in the cell. You still in the cell, but it's not as... Man, I done heard stories about the Baltimore jail in the city. That shit is not... That shit, you can get infections in that bitch. Shit dirty as hell. Salute to you, AD Solo. What's good with you? Salute to you. I'm seeing you in a little minute, for real. Salute to you, Tay Tay. What's good with you, Queen? What's happening with you, sis? Yeah. Hold on. We in here. Salute to you. Salute to you, She Weird. What's good with you? They feed you nothing. It's horrible. Honey buns and said, like, do you eat? You get commissary shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm more than sure he not in. Like, bruh, I'm different. So, I know it for sure that I'm different than a lot of people. But I can't eat a bunch of sweets all day. I'll feel sick to my damn stomach. Ain't no damn way I could sit in that joint and eat a bunch of sweets. For real. Tank was in there, and motherfuckers asking them to punch him and to give him the same punch you gave Ryan. I want to see how hard it was. I don't think you really. Man, come on. Give me one. He was in there punching people in the arm and stomach the whole time he was in that bitch. He was fine. He made friends. Ain't nothing happened in that joint. That's all I gotta say. Salute to Teach. What's good with you? It's tradition. Salute to you, main biker. What's good with you? Salute to you. No bullshit, yo. He was in there like, it was dudes in there. Word, I'm telling you, yo. I know how dudes get down when you get hungry. Let's see. You know how dudes get there. Especially, you can't tell me that the dudes in that prison didn't want to meet Tank. That jail, I'm sorry, because he wasn't in prison. You can't tell me that the dudes in that jail didn't want to meet Gervonta Davis. And the ones that thought they was going to be tough, it was a line of them like, bro, we ain't doing... I'm telling you, yo, like when you really got credit, when you really got respect, and you don't even need to know somebody, people will stick up for you. They ain't having certain shit. Especially, they know each other in jail. Tank, the one that just got there, he was fine, well protected, and everything. He was in that jump making friends, doing body shot challenges and shit. Trying to see how fast his jab is and shit, how fast that... Ooh, bro, they was in there sicing that. He was having fun. Just a little bit of fun in there. I'm telling you. That's how it is. Yeah, he wanted an autograph and all that shit. Is that you probably never see this dude again. I mean, they getting out. This ain't prison, but they probably never meet Gervonta Davis that close enough to touch him and all of that shit, bro. Hell yeah, they wanted to be friends. They wasn't in that joint tripping off for nothing, bro. I think he had a pretty chill 2 months and some change, because it was 44 days, I believe he served. It wasn't 90 days. He served 44 days in jail and he got out early. Right, he was in the cell. Tank probably was in the cell by himself. They probably did put him in there by his damn self. Salute to you, Will Old School. What's good with you? Appreciate you for coming through. But yeah, what I wanted to say was, this shit, like, and I've been hearing this for a while. You know what I'm saying? And for the most part, I run with the punches in this man's world, talking about boxing on YouTube. But to be honest, it's like, for real, nobody should get upset at another person if they disagree with who's going to win a fight. Like, I'm gonna make it simple. Like, for real, should be no reason, unless that person is trolling, unless they saying, man, it's going to take us one punch in one round, something like that, or something rude or something disrespectful to you or disrespectful to the fighters. Like, I could see all of that. But if somebody just saying, nah, I think the other person's going to win, and actually give you a reason, there's no reason to get upset. There's no reason to really get mad and to get pissed off and all of that shit. Honestly, 50-50 fights is the reason why fights are big. That's the reason why your favorite fighter or the fighter that you want to win a certain fight is going to pull numbers. It's because somebody is rooting against them. When it comes to a lot of fighters that all their fights are one-sided, that's why they don't get any numbers unless they're knockout artists like my favorite 3 fighters or somebody like Boots. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, unless you're them and you can fight nobodies and still pull numbers and shit, like as far as 90% of other boxers, it's like, yo, if you keep fighting fighters that everybody know you 100% win is the reason why you will never be in big numbers. You'll never have a big fight. You know what I'm saying? You'll never have the numbers that you look at other fighters that have those numbers. You know what I'm saying? It's because you yourself, you know what I'm saying? You always jump down another person's throat. Like fighters and fans do that shit. They jump down somebody's throat, just like this Errol versus Bud shit. Like if you're a fan of Bud and you say you think Bud is gonna win, that's fine. There's no reason for Errol fans to get upset, and vice versa. That's when the trolling and all of that other shit come by, you know, and the way somebody say shit. You know what I mean? I've been seeing a lot of stuff on YouTube, and people get upset for nothing. They get upset for absolutely no reason whatsoever. A lot of people, that's why I said for a while now that Bud fans just like to argue, because it's a big number of them. It's not 100% of them, but it's a big number of them that's just here waiting to argue with you. Like it's been times I've been live and people that's been in the chat the whole time don't say shit until they want to disagree with me. Like that type of stuff is just uncalled for. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to the sport, when it comes to your favorite fighter, you're ruining his chances of having a good fan base and to have good numbers if you get upset every time anybody picks against your fighter. It's been like, when it comes to me, I like Errol, I like Tank, I like Wilder. It's never been a secret. When it comes to other people saying that they think their fighter's going to win, that's fine. But a lot of times it be disrespect in there. You know what I'm saying? If you don't get none of that, it's no reason to get upset. Like if somebody say that they think, yo, it's going to be a wash and I think my fighter's going to wash yours, that can be their honest opinion. Let it be that. And when they be like, man, I think my fighter's going to knock yours out one round, bro. Or they get rude with it, all that shit, man. That's in a totally different lane. Man, we gotta make some type of division here. It gotta be two different things at some point in time, bro. We can't just continue to just argue just because we think two different fighters is going to win. Like, bro, a lot of times it's hard to even get a word in certain chats because you know a bunch of people's going to jump in on your ass. Like, bro, don't jump in on me for having a fucking opinion. It's an opinion. And then more than that, when this is why, for real, a lot of fighters, bro. You got Lomachenko, you got Devin Haney right now. You got a lot of fighters, bro, that's hated because of fanship, because of their fan base. It's their fan base for the most part. It's like you can not like things that Devin said. You can not like the way Lomachenko carries himself. But as far as boxing is concerned, the people that don't like them two fighters is the fans. And it's because of what other people say about them. Lomachenko was better than sliced bread, better than pants with pockets, better than Floyd Mayweather and Muhammad Ali. Instantly, a lot of diehards didn't like him. Like, you can't, sometimes it's people delivery that really messes you up when it comes to liking a fighter. Because it's like you don't want to be part of the charade. It's crazy, man. It should be no reason why another person why a fan can't say, I disagree and I think such and such is going to win. There should be no reason why somebody shouldn't have that feeling or shouldn't be able to say that, especially when this is a combat sport. Like, people want to see other fighters hit, hurt, knocked down, knocked out. That's what they want to see. That's why people like knockouts. If you are comfortable with your favorite fighter fighting easy fights, people that you know that they're going to win. Like, don't be surprised. And don't be surprised when people don't like your favorite fighter because you jump down their throat when anybody has an opinion. Like, for real. That stuff's been going on for too long. It's like I said, I've been following suit. But damn, this shit just get worse and worse. Shit get worse and worse, fight after fight. All right, put on all their books. It's hot in this bitch. Hold on, bro. I gotta do something about this. It's really hot in here. God damn it. I'm trying to hit the button. It won't work. But anyways, I've been saying that shit for a while. I don't know why people still doing the shit. Like, bruh, for real, like, this is the reason why nobody like the dude that you rooting for. It's the reason why nobody like his ass, yo. Because nobody can have an opinion about somebody else. Like, bruh, even if the person not even talking about your favorite fighter and they talking about his opponent and they just say, I think the opponent is such and such and such and such and such. That's why I think it's gonna win. Ain't no need to jump down nobody's throat. That's why people gonna forever not like bruh. Y'all be bumping fans off your favorite fighter without knowledge, without knowing that you're doing it, and you do it constantly, like every day. Like, people don't like your favorite fighter because they remember the last time somebody brung them up. This is what happened. Like, man, fuck that motherfucker. That's what's going on right now with a lot of people. Believe that shit. Salute to you, C Wood. What's good with you? A lot of corny stuff on YouTube now. Yes, a lot. Spence and Crawford both are great. Can't wait to see this one. I can't wait to see it either. Boney Ennis is 0-3 without boots. Salute to y'all for 0-3 without boots. Salute to you. Man, I'm trying. Yes, it's that kind of goes both ways depending on what channel I'm on. But I certainly understand what you. Hell yeah, it does go. Everything goes both ways, my man. Seriously, when it comes, but this shit, like, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, one party don't even need to say nothing about their favorite fighter. All they need to say is they think that the other person's gonna win. And bruh, like, that shit didn't happen to me with over 5 fighters, with a bunch of different fighters. That shit doesn't happen to me. Like, it's without being in our circle of YouTube, it happens outside of our circle. It happens abroad. Like, people do that shit all the time. Like, for what I don't know. Like, I would never try to diminish one of my favorite fighters, like, fan base, or try to, you know what I'm saying? Like that, I would never do that. Like, if you think Tank gonna lose, fine, bro. A lot of people done told me Tank gonna lose. I don't start arguments because you say that. I start arguments because of hate. And matter of fact, that's not even me starting it. That's them starting it. And me just giving them what they want. Like Brother Blue be saying, be a fan of the sport, not a fighter. Right. Man, I should jump. So we got Frank Martin and Alicia Baumgardner. Yes, whatchamacallit. I think Frank Martin got an easy fight, to be honest with you. I understand he's undefeated. I don't think he has punching power like that. He got some stinging power, of course. You know what I'm saying? He got like 7 knockouts and like 14 fights or something like that. But he don't got that many fights. You know what I'm saying? I think he swings a bit wide. I think everybody he fought didn't have no defense and definitely didn't have good feet. I believe this is his first fight in America. And what I say about all fighters, if they first fight is in America against a name, somebody that actually has skill, they're going to lose. And this is Frank Martin we're talking about. He's top 5 in probably everybody's mind when it comes to 135 pounds. Well, a lot of people's mind. So I think it's going to be an easy victory for him. I honestly give that fight 7 rounds. And Frank's going to stop because it's his first fight in the States. And he ain't never seen nobody half as skilled, in my opinion. I seen his highlights and I wasn't impressed at all. When it comes to Alicia Baumgartner, that is going to be fire. I'm telling you, that fight is going to be nice. You understand what I'm saying? Like, Alicia Baumgartner, when she fought, I seen that fight with her in the first fight that she lost because I wanted to see the fight that she lost when I was trying to look at her versus Michaela. But it looked like she lost that fight because she probably wasn't in good enough shape. That's what it looked like. It didn't look like the punches was really bothering her to a point where she was hurt in the fight. She was just moving around and the girl was catching up. She was cutting off the ring and throwing punches. And that's what I like. Alicia wasn't really throwing that many punches back, which made me think that she was tired. You know what I mean? She was still doing her style and moving around, and she keeps her hand down, and she was still moving like that and doing her thing, but she really wasn't throwing a lot of punches back. And I know she got a low punch output, but the way the girl was throwing hands, it's like, bro, she was obviously losing rounds, and I know she knew that, and her corner knew that. In my opinion, there's nothing else that happened in that fight to make me think that she wouldn't beat her now. Like, she's a better fighter now. From what I seen then and what I seen now, like, Alicia, 2 different fighters for real. Like, I don't think she's gonna stop her, but because the girl is a smaller chick, she had heels on when they was doing their face off, and I believe Baumgartner did too. But the girl is shorter and smaller than Baumgartner. She do got pop. Let me, you know what I'm saying? That's probably why Alicia Baumgartner was thinking about defense and moving when she fought her the first time, because she did have power. I think she a different person now. She a beast now. And I think like all of that power and shit, like what she was doing ain't gonna frustrate Alicia Baumgartner, hopefully. The only thing that, mixed with, she do got a little bit of speed, but mixed with her power and the fact that she's an aggressive fighter, she throws a lot of Alicia's opponent aggressive and has power. That's the only thing she really had to train for. But they know each other. They fought each other. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that her opponent changed her fighting style, but I think Alicia's got a lot better. She added a lot of stuff to her fighting style. So I think she's going to win the fight in decision. I don't think she's going to stop her. She might drop her, but I don't even think that's going to happen for real. And you got Bud versus Errol. I seen the fight. Bud is a counterpuncher versus in the pocket fighter. Yeah, that's true. But if you get Bud in the corner of the ropes, he's at his best. Really? No. Earl's at his best if Bud's in the corner? Think about the mop 135. Right, with a dry ass biscuit and some gravy. It's a bunch of idiots pretending to be smart by repeating what other people said. That's a fact. And when they can't answer, they get mad, right? No bullshit. F your favorite lightweight if it ain't GTD. Salute to you, D. For the win. Salute to you. What's good with you? 817 in the place to be. Salute to you. What's good with you? My AC doesn't turn off. Damn. Cooling. The most annoying incident I saw is the dude spin up. What? Wait, KO panel. All the dude was saying is why he picked Bud win and why this dude kind of emotional. That emotional shit, you gotta be careful with that emotional shit, yo. When somebody hits you with the emotional talk, you already know that's not going to be the conversation that you want to have. They're not going to listen to the reason or none of that shit. It's like a girl that everybody keep telling them you cheating, and she don't care, and then when she find out, she ignored. How can you be happy with your favorite fighter going against bums? Exactly. Salute to you, Shogun 76. That's a fact. I always say it from the top. I never said I don't want Tank to fight certain fighters. I've never said that once, ever. When he fight whoever he fight, because I know I'm going to be entertained regardless. I seen him fight somebody that I was like, I don't even know why he even fighting him. But I was still entertained. Like, I know I'm going to be entertained, so I don't care. I mean, but I have a choice. I don't got to watch it. There's no need to talk shit for the most part. When it comes to a lot of this boxing stuff, people choose to do dumb shit. I still had to put more ice in for the fan. Now, I wish I had it. I'm about to buy one. You know what I mean? Just for this situation. Salute to you, ABD. Damn, NBA D9. Salute to you. I feel like I miss him. No, I'm good. I said everybody. That was the worst Spence fan I think I've seen. Man, I don't like that. I don't like that hard fan and shit. Check bug counter punch. One is power hook. The other is a quick counter off his left side, same as Tank did Rolly and Loma and Shakur counter punch. Bud does stuff that's similar that Shakur does, and I'm gonna say it like that and not vice versa, because I seen Shakur do it when he was at 126 and at 130. I didn't see Bud do those certain things until he fought at 147 pounds. If I could taking Shakur sauce. Yeah, the floodgates open as soon as people think you're against their pick. Exactly. You get like, why not though? You supposed to be against it. Somebody gotta be against them, or nobody cares to see it. Like, bruh, I'll watch that shit on the playback if I already know who's going to win, and I know I'm not gonna be. Especially if you don't have if your favorite fighter ain't entertaining enough to watch it, bruh. I'll watch that shit a month after it fucking aired. I'm sorry. Excuse my. Salute to me. I mean, look, salute to me. That shit's funny. That's because channels ain't boxing channels, they fan channels. Exactly. Shit's sad. Niggas saying Tank didn't send a contract and a contract get. Niggas saying they said send Devin a contract get. Niggas saying they understand the business of boxing, but these Negroes don't understand the ethics of boxing. Right. They just say, a lot of people say anything that they want to say. You know, they say whatever comes to mind. I don't need Errol Spence Jr. My legacy is set 5 months late. Right. 5 months later, Errol Spence Jr. is the biggest fight of my career, and I will prove I'm the best. Exactly. Like, he knew he was full of shit. And when somebody gonna interview Bud asking him the real questions, ask him the real shit. You know what I'm saying? Ask him the questions we all want to know the answer to. So when ask him Terrence. Terrence. When you said Earl was ducking you back in 2020, was that true or was it false? Give me the questions I really want to know. You know what I'm saying? Did you take an upfront offer, and what was it? And what exactly had to happen for you to get it? Stop talking like he's the one that made the fight. Do y'all peep that everybody's acting like Earl is the reason why the fight was held up, and like y'all are kissing Bud's ass for like absolutely no freaking reason? Like, are y'all peeping that? Is it just me? Will you? Alicia was too green. Exact. That's what it seemed like. It seemed like salute to you. Yep. Facts. It just seemed like she just wasn't ready. Like, but she didn't get hurt. Better keep her. Yeah, she better keep her guard up this fight, because her last fight she was getting touched up a little bit, and that's the reason why that fight was entertaining, is because she got touched a little bit. Now, if she would have went to that fight and just watched the girl not getting touched, it wouldn't have been as entertaining. And that goes back to my first point. If it's a watch, you ain't gonna get touched. Ain't nobody want to see that shit. Ain't nobody want to see you just in that bitch just punching somebody to death. Especially if you don't get knockouts. Like, bro, I'll watch that shit next month when I don't got shit to do. Do I need to bring up Teal telling Devin he was next and then running the Cambos? I don't think, and I said this a while ago, I don't think Teal's ever intention was to fight Devin, and I knew that when he came out and told us how. He said, I told him this is how we're gonna duck you, little B. When he told us the whole shit on how he's gonna duck Devin, I knew he was never going to fight him at that weight class, at least. Yes, he was the A-side then. Hush. Y'all know I talk too much. That shit rhymed. Salute to you. Yes. Smash the like button. Salute to you, Joe the Beast. What's good with you? Hold on, Shawana GTD. Got the draws. Right. You trying hard as fuck to get people to agree and co-sign that shit. Exactly. If he good, right. If he's so good, why we need convincing? Why do I need to... Like, it's so many things that straight up disrespectful that people do on YouTube, verbally typing in this shit. It's ridiculous. Like, bro, I don't have to put my mental aside to make nobody feel better. Okay? I don't have to say that I like somebody to make you feel. You shouldn't even care that much. And if you do care that much, how come you ain't never in my chat? How come you not liking my videos, bro? If you really care about what I gotta say that damn much, where's the evidence of it, bro? You just like arguing. A lot of people just like fucking arguing, bro. They just like saying shit. They feel power into making somebody do some shit. This shit's sad. Like, bro, this is YouTube, man. Our opinions don't fucking matter. I can't wait to see what the Haney fans have to say after Tank tucks him. Yo, I want to see that fight so bad. I've been wanting to see that fight for 2 years now. I've been wanting to see that shit since 2020. No bullshit. Salute to Zach B. What's good with you? I've been said Devin wasn't going to fight any one of them people he called out. Just saying, I knew he wasn't going to fight Regis. I knew that wasn't going to happen. Not to say he's scared or nothing, but I just knew that fight wasn't going to happen, because I knew Regis got he got choices, and I think he was going to fight Jack Catterall. Like, just like behind the scenes, Devin was trying to get Regis. Behind the scenes, Regis and Jack Catterall was going to hook up and fight. Jack Catterall inboxed Regis or tweeted to Regis over a month ago, 2 months ago, about fighting each other. So I believe that over Devin fighting him. But Devin has options too. He got choices as well. Salute to you, 704 Joe. What's good with you? Does anyone have to explain, Tank? What you mean? Explain what? Still ain't seen Renzo and Big Man. Ain't nobody. Clarence, right. Salute to you, Corbin Phoenix. What's good with you? That's the reason why they ain't doing a YouTube circuit, because y'all will put a foot on his neck. Man. Who has Devin fought that he called out except Loma? I think JoJo Diaz. The only one is Ryan and Tank. Devin pulled up on T.O., Ryan, Loma, and called Tank out, but always had a fight. Yeah, he always had a fight. Facts, he want to be so important it happened because of me. Exactly. It was just about a phone call. You did right. And that's the thing, yo. I remember, because I did a video on that shit. I remember when Bud was saying some shit on Twitter, like damn near every fucking day. Every other day he was saying some shit about about Errol. And Errol one day was like, yo, the fight ain't gonna get made on here. He said, you right, I'm gonna call you. Bro, that was 3 years ago. That was well over 2 years ago. So you just called him, and that's all you had to do to make the fight happen? Bet. Somebody can make a short and claim that you're a ducker just because of that. It's so much shit that he said. People are ignoring everything this motherfucker said, and they just going by everything Terrence said this year in 2023. What happened to all the shit he said for the last 4 years? Like, y'all not going to nobody brung up once all of that shit. The only thing people brung up that one reporter brung up is that, oh, I remember you saying you didn't need Errol. What about all the other shit that he said? Nobody gonna talk about that? And he lucky when he went on them radio stations and all that shit, they don't really know the ins and outs and all the bullshit he said. But he have an interview with a real one, man. He'll fuck around and fight the reporter. It's some, you got explaining to do, Terrence. You got explaining to do. Who taught y'all to spell? Take out and I don't hear Bill talking. Nah, Bill ain't saying shit. I don't know. Man. I think he probably was told, like people said, not to say much. You know what I'm saying? Bill, I think, talks when, Devin allows it probably. Who knows, man? Just like people been saying, maybe. But I haven't heard Bill say shit. For real. And there's nothing to say. Like he dug his grave handing out Tank's photos. Nobody did shit to Devin when he went to jail. Ain't nobody do shit because we more civilized than they are over there and wherever the fuck they at. Like, you can say whatever you want, but it's a lot of things that we could have said and did that we didn't do the same thing that he did. We didn't do the same shit that he. Tank's team must be in talks to tuck Haney in. Hold on. Wait. Fact, salute to Mr. Sandman 1025. What's good with you? Salute to you. They don't understand that Bud said if you think that EJ can beat him, take less, but really gave more money to Bud if you want his belt and legacy, because Bud showed he can fight nobody. When it comes to that situation with Bud and Earl, I remember a lot of people saying Earl shouldn't have to take less than 70% and he should just take the 30 and all of that. Nobody ever said, like, nobody, I mean, I'm sorry, those same people are like against the whole Shakur taking the fight and shit. Like, real quick, I'm gonna talk about that. Shakur Stevenson not taking the 25%. Man, Oscar Valdez said it's a slap in the face because he knows that Shakur's worth more and all of that shit. I think if Shakur took 30 and didn't take the fight, he'll be granted all the negative shit that y'all saying. But he didn't. It wasn't 30%. It was 25%. Do I care that he don't have a title? No, I do not care. If he was fighting Tank, would y'all be upset that Tank didn't take 25% from Devin Haney? That's the real question. Would you be mad if Tank was like, I ain't taking 25% from you, Devin? I know y'all gonna be like, no, Tank's the A side. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I know Shakur's not the A side, but does it matter? The same logic that half of y'all are taking, if that's true, then Tank being the A side can give Devin 5%. And y'all should look at it the same way because y'all want the fight. In my opinion, a lot of people that saying Shakur is wrong for not taking that 25%, y'all are just acting greedy because you want to see the fight. You're just acting like a fan. Facts. You're acting like a fan. Y'all know damn well that man is worth more than 25%. Y'all know if it was 30%, then you could say that shit. But it's not. It's 25%. Who fights for 25%? And before anybody goes and say that Devin got 21% or whatever, let's just say this. I don't even know if that's true. It don't sound like it is, but I heard people say that he is the one that said he wanted the same deal that Loma took. And if that's the case, then that means he did no negotiating. He took what was given to him and didn't negotiate. If Shakur wants to negotiate, that's his business, and that is business. There's nothing wrong with that. It's called business. It's the first offer. Negotiation shouldn't stop right in the beginning. That's where it's supposed to start. So negotiation is over before it starts. A lot of people that saying Shakur should take that 25%, be honest. You're just saying it because you want to see the fight. You want to see the fight. Put yourself into Shakur's shoes. If you went to the Olympics and did everything and accomplished everything he did, and all the weight classes and all of that shit, fought everybody that he fought, and you've been friends with this so-called other fighter, Devin Haney, for over 10 years, decade. Y'all been friends. You talk to each other. You go out, you party, and all of that shit. Would you take 25% in the beginning without negotiation, without doing any negotiating? It's your friend. Why not negotiate? Right? Are they not friends? They keep this shit up, they won't be none. They won't be friends. And I said that shit in the beginning. Like if that's how I want to play it, they ain't gonna be no goddamn friend. I can look past that. I'm a fan, yeah, but I can look past that. If the fight's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. And regardless, they're on a collision course. It's gonna happen regardless. He's just going to 140, haven't had one fight there yet. Devin, in my opinion, is gonna stay at 135 for a max of 2 years. Max. And he's going to be right there where Devin Haney is. In my opinion, it's a thick boy. He can be in the same way. He can go up as far as Devin can, in my opinion. Shakur can. It's going to happen regardless. And I can be patient and wait for that because there's a lot of other good fights around. I'm not mad at Shakur for not taking the 25%. It's the first offer. And when it comes to big fights, this is an undisputed fight. Regardless of the two names being big that's fighting each other, it's an undisputed fight. Who takes 25% at an undisputed fight? I don't know nobody that took 25% in an undisputed fight. And like I said about Devin Haney, he chose to do that, if that's true. But more than that, he fought Kambosos in Australia. Whatever venue they're going to fight at in America don't even hold as many people as they fought in Australia. It's not the same. And after he got paid, it wasn't 21% or whatever the fuck people are saying it was. He didn't get no 21%. He got more than that. I don't even think he got that shit. But like I said, if he asked for it and he didn't negotiate after, that's his business. Shakur want the fight. Is he hungry for the fight the way Devin was hungry to be undisputed? No, he's not. He's not hungry for it that way because he knows he can get this fight. He knows it can happen. It can happen. He can fight him at some point in time. He probably think for real, Shakur being the Devin's friend and them knowing that they were going to fight at some point in time, I know they talked about this shit. They had a conversation about fighting each other down the line one day. They had to. Like, come on, man. He probably knew it was a shot in the dark. He was just doing this for his credibility, for his fans, to let everybody know he wanted to smoke. He moved up and said what he said. If Devin would have moved up, he's not like Shakur would have chased him or talked bad about him or nothing. He would have went on with his career, in my opinion. I don't think it's all about Devin and now it's a smear campaign about him until they fight. No, I don't think none of that. This is just what's going on right now. That's how I feel. If you watching The Ring with Christian, no, I haven't watched it. It's a big fight season in boxing. Keep up. Going Devin versus Tank to close the year and start the next season. Right. Shit is secondary. Actually, I understand, but if Haney is asking for 75% and what Bob is willing to pay, there is no way Shakur gonna take a disrespectful offer. And if Bob is going is only paying so much, there won't be another. I've been told by a lot of people that's always correct when it comes to these things, because I don't look them up, but they do. If this fight went to purse bid and I think Devin Haney said if the fight is going to happen, he will allow it to go to purse bid. So that's telling me that he don't plan on negotiating with Shakur at all for this fight, and he'll allow it to go to purse bid. Now, by these people that I think that is right, damn it, they're proven to be right every time they talk about certain stuff like this. If it did go to purse bid, Shakur will get 30%. Like, if the minimum is 30%, if the minimum is 30%, why would Shakur's team allow him to sign at 25%? I mean, not allow him, but you know what I'm saying? Why would they do it without talking to him about his options, or about what he can do, or about why take this offer when you can try to negotiate? That was a low ball. I agree. Oh, wait, I'm going to get up there. Salute to you, Corner Local Sports. What's good with you? If Shakur agreed to that low ball offer, they would come up with another slick tactic maneuver not to fight him. In my opinion, probably so. Probably so, because he knew he wasn't going to take that. Y'all friends. Y'all, you know he ain't going to take it because you know him. Y'all been friends for over a decade. Over probably 2 out this bitch. You knew each other for years on years. It's based on ratings, not accolades. Right, accolades is a dirty word. If the blinds ends up at 25%, the bidding ends up 25%, and he had no other options to get what he wants, damn it. You said that what you want to take it. If he has no other options, he probably would take it. But if this is the first, and that's what I want to know, who came out and said that there was a contract sent to Shakur and 25% was on it? Who said that shit first? Shakur was offered 50-50 by Heron. He didn't want to do that. Negotiated and purse bid his way to 63%, and told Heron on Twitter it's just business signing. Yo, wait a second. I thought that the people, when it came to the purse bid, see, that's why I don't look into this shit. I thought when it came to the purse bid, the people that bid on that, they're the one who brings up the split. I thought when it came to the purse bid, the fighters have no say-so in how much money they're getting. That's what I thought. So I don't know nothing about that. But if he did say that, that's fucked up. And being that he's a big head individual, probably Shakur is a big head individual, and I understand why he is. Devin's a big head individual, and I understand why he is. Then he's not going. He's always going to want to have the upper hand, in my opinion. I don't think he wants 10-50-50 from because for real, wasn't in this fight. No. Heron had a belt and Shakur didn't, right? Wasn't Shakur beltless when he fought Heron? That's different than the undisputed fight. I know he don't want 50% or 40 probably. But 30, I think 30 is reasonable for that fight. If Devin stay on top rank, small venues. Oh, shit. They ain't friends now, I guess. Shakur never said what he wants, so what Devin's supposed to do. Shakur probably did, man. Who knows? This is probably a whole stunt to do on us, on the fans, just in the public, bro. They probably talk to each other 1,000 times about this shit. And since this has been going on and they talk to each other like that, I know one of them talked to each other on the phone. They had to. Shit crazy. Shakur is no friend to Haney. Not no more. They used to be friends. Man. And that's how they was treating each other when they was live on that, I guess, Do H Money show. When both of the Haneys and Shakur was live and Shakur was in the middle on the split screen, they was all talking like, oh, we got each other's numbers, we cool like that. They was giving each other nicknames and all that shit, man. They've been friends. There's stuff on YouTube that shows that they was friends back in the day, for real. Not back in the day, but years ago. It matters because Tank and his team said they not taking the price. Right. Ain't taking shit. Right. Shit. Just want to see the fight, bro. People just want to see the fight. I know what it is. You just want to see the fight. Oh, shit. It is. If Loma offer Shakur 25%, I think he would take it. Oh, man. I don't know. To be honest, yo, just like I said, y'all know I don't got a dog in this fight when it comes to Shakur and Devin. I think Shakur would beat Devin, but at the same time, I've been the person that said for 4 years almost that Devin and Shakur is going to fight at 140. I've been saying that since Shakur been at 126 pounds. I've been saying Devin and Shakur is going to fight at 140 pounds. I've been saying that shit. 140 or 147. I've been saying that shit. It seemed like it's going to be 140. For real. Salute to you, JJ. What's good with you? Blame Bob Drip. Wildin'. If you can get more money, you can get more money. Fuck it. Right. If he can get more, you can get. But when it comes to business, when it comes to boxing, all these fighters probably negotiated in majority of their fights. Especially when it came to a title fight, negotiations happen. If there's been why would you take the first offer? For real. To everybody in the chat, y'all know everybody negotiates fights. They don't take no first, so they don't just send the shit and people sign it and that's it. How come Devin Haney versus Gary Russell never happened then? They had term sheets and everything flying everywhere. How come that shit never happened? And that shit, wasn't it some shit sent back and forth more than once? One thing was sent, okay, let's negotiate. If he ain't trying to negotiate and he want the fight to go to purse bid, then I think Shakur's doing what he's supposed to do and just waiting until it go to purse bid. But in my opinion, I think he's going to move up to 140 to do this big. If he's staying at 135 for Gervonta Davis, like certain people say, or he's staying at 135 just to maintain his undisputed status, if that's the case, I would love to see it. And I'll believe it when I see it. Tank versus Haney and Shakur versus Martin, then Tank versus winner Shakur Martin and March. Damn, black belt Ben. But I like it. I like it a lot. Salute to you. What's good with you, foul player? Of Brooklyn, what's good with you, Maryland's finest? Salute to you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Exactly. And that's why he said what he said. It was in his favor. Yeah. About that. Yeah. Now that it ain't, it's different. This is why he didn't move from 130 and fight Dev. The Mando splits and Bob not gonna pay more than he had to. Blame Bob. I've been blaming. Bob said out of his mouth, it's stupid to be undisputed. He said that out of his mouth when it came to Shakur Stevenson. So I already knew how he felt about Shakur and the whole shit. And this is Bob we're talking about. So yeah. Facts. Salute to you, PGH Big Dog. What's good with you? Salute to you. Yeah, 70-30 is fair game. If you say no to 30, I'll say something about it. Shit. 30 is fair because you have nothing and he has all the titles. But you are a title holder. You are a title holder, 3 different weight classes? Well, 2 different weight classes. And you're a unified champion. Olympic winner. Bro, he got his own accolades. Got his own dirty word. You know what I'm saying? If Bob knows sanctioning bodies 9 out of 10 times gonna stick to the script, right? He ain't finna pay more. And depending on pay-per-views, Bob make $4 million a month, right? Bob make money. They suck at promoting. They do suck at promoting. Salute to you, Jay Cooley. What's good with you? Salute to you. They both lose to Tank, in my opinion. Yo, Tank, the Bank Davis. Tank, Mr. Right Hand. Out this Mr. Left Hand. Mr. Right Hook, left uppercut, left straight. Why would I give him more than his boss is willing to give him? Because that's your friend. That's why. Because y'all was friends, bro. Because he's worth it. Because he sells more than you. Because he's going to help you get a paycheck, too. Because I think that fight would be on pay-per-view, bro. Because I'll pay for it. I'll pay to watch Devin versus Shakur for sure. Sanctioned bodies ain't going to go too far off from the rules. Right. We just want to see the fight. I know I want to see it. I feel like these dudes only want to pocket watch. Excuse me. When it comes to the black guy. Probably so. You're probably right. Devin just doing a smart business. Shakur would do the same if he was on his side. He probably would. Facts. I agree with that. I remember the conversation he had with Chris Colbert online. He was talking, I'm gonna be the A side. I'm gonna even pick your gloves. So I already know they be getting nasty with each other with that A side talk. Yeah, that was Tank with that A side walk out of jail. That's shit funny. I wonder how come we didn't hear the counter in. Right, it was made public. Right, who made it public? Who was the first person that came out with that shit? He been public with everything else. Exactly. Then he was like Devin secretly was making a fight at 140, and wasn't public either. That wasn't that business. Hell, his weigh-in wasn't even public. Listen, I'm the biggest Shakur fan, and I say he should have took 25% and do his thing, and then he would be the B side. I know what you mean, and I seen you live, Connor. I wanted to make sure the niggas co-sign Haney offer. They'll show the same energy when they hear Tank's offer. Yep, I'm waiting on it. And that's one thing that a lot of Haney fans do. You back yourself up in the corner, man. You back yourself in the corner, and then you say foolish things and do foolish antics to get yourself out and try to save face. You can't save face. You're just supposed to be 100. You know what I'm saying? Keep it greasy. You back yourself in the corner. When Tank come out and give his ass 21, give him the same shit that Cambosis gave him, y'all better not blink an eye. Don't blink an eye. Give him, matter of fact, you don't give him an upfront joint. Like, give him a solid $5 million. $5 million. That's what we're giving you. A solid $5 million. Y'all, then what? Then what? Like, bro, it's a lot of stuff that's been said. I know the same energy ain't gonna be kept. I've been here for years. They never keep the same energy. When it comes to people backing themselves into a corner, they ain't gonna throw. They're not gonna throw punches, real punches to get out. Everything's gonna be illegal. They're gonna throw illegal punches. They're gonna throw a kitchen sink. Gonna pick up a gun. They're gonna wave a knife and all that shit to try to get out the corner. Bro ain't fight nobody, but you seen that 135 regardless. No, he didn't. He didn't fight nobody. It's awesome. It's like some Bud versus EJ shit, in my opinion, though. Like, I understand Bud was undisputed at 140, but and you know he's done what he did at one. Like, in my opinion, I can't even say that. Like, Bud didn't do nothing to help his chances when it came to the split. He just wasn't gonna fight him unless he got a certain amount of money, like Tio face ass. Stupid as shit. Tired of Shakur crying all over sanctioning bodies and kissing Loma's ass. Wake the F up. Man, I don't think he's crying at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Loma did the crying, literally and figuratively, when he went behind everybody back trying to be number one and shit. You know what I'm saying? He was the crybaby. You know what I'm saying? I think Shakur, honestly, they either gonna fight each other or they not. You know what I'm saying? They either gonna piss or get off the pot. You know, when it comes to both of them, Devin and Shakur, that fight is either gonna happen or it's not. In my opinion, though, like, I never, for years, I haven't thought for 1 second it was gonna happen at 135. I always said they was gonna fight at 140. I just don't think it's gonna happen. Man, fuck. Yo. I keep throwing that friend word around because that's how Devin father was saying that shit. He was acting like they was friends and they could call each other. Even Devin, he said, "Why? I mean, because you can call me and all." Like, bro, come on, all right, sound like y'all cool. Like, what is it for Devin to fight Shakur versus Loma? You know, Shaq is not a big name for 135 versus. Man, who's not a big name? Or Tank. Shakur is not a big name. That's what you're saying. Shakur is not a big name. Man, Shakur is a great name to put on your resume for a W. If you think you can beat him, he is a big name. People come out for Shakur. They go to his I went to his fight in Jersey. It's a reason why he keep getting hometown fights. Like they let him do his thing. You know what I'm saying? They getting it. Like I respect Shakur. You know, I didn't say what I said about him in the past, but I see what he's doing and he's developing. I can't say that for everybody, but Shakur is getting better and better. It seems like, especially when he moved up in weight class, like I see a little difference. You know what I'm saying? Shakur is nice. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people in this chat probably remember me shitting on Shakur, but it was all my opinion. It was all how I felt really about him. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that has changed. So I see what he's doing. I give him his props. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We're the ones who bring the bag. Exactly, yo. We bring the bag. So when Tank sends Haney off 25%, watch how many people get in their feelings. Oh, there's a lot of people gonna be in their feelings. He the undisputed champ. I don't think that fight might not happen either, because Haney might say he's A side. Then what? And you got a lot of people saying that Haney's not A side. How though? Why is he not A side? He's the undisputed champion. Why isn't he A side? Huh? Tank only fought 4-5 people at 135. Why in the A side? If y'all know numbers is the reason why, what makes the split. Come on now, y'all really think Devin deserves 75% over Shakur Stevenson? I thought their numbers was kind of the same, but it seems like I'm staying corrected. Shakur got better numbers than Devin. Shit, and I didn't even know that. Tank the bank, yeah. Somebody said that on Just Do channel. Shout out to him. I forgot who said it, but that shit was funny. Shit was facts too. Except the Tank for obvious reasons. Tank will always be A side. See, but y'all know the reason why he A side. He A side because he bring the numbers, and numbers translate into dollars. Then, if he's not A side, then Tank's stardom and star power is putting dollars in other people's pockets, which that's gonna happen anyway. So why? So Tank deserves the bigger percentage, and nobody's saying Devin don't deserve the bigger percentage, even though Shakur's numbers is better. I'm not saying he deserves 50. Hell, I'm not saying he deserves 40. 30 is cool. 30% is cool. He could have came back with if Devin wanted to fight, he could have came back with a counter offer and made it 30% and then just left it like that. You know what I'm saying? If that didn't happen, then maybe he is going to fight somebody else. He has somebody else in mind that he's going to fight, and Shakur is just another choice that he can fight, and he don't want to fight him right now. If I was Devin, I would fight Rolly or Ryan or Teal. Those are the biggest. I'm not going to say, well, it may be the biggest names at 135 right now. 140. Ryan haven't even fought at 140 right now yet. Rolly's trash, but, and he already got a loss. You know what I'm saying? So does Ryan, but Rolly and Ryan, man. I think Ryan is better, though. I think Ryan is a good fighter. I'm sorry, not a good fighter. I think he's getting better and going to be a good fighter, because of Derek James. I seen his little footage with Derek James and how he was hitting the pad. One thing that I noticed is that his hand is like this and his head ain't like this. His head is like this. Did I say Derek? Did Derek tuck your chin? Let me find out. Derek said, make sure your chin is there. I seen him hitting the midst, and Derek threw one at him. He had to bring that right hand up before he gets slapped with the pad. Man. I'm saying, like, Ryan gonna be nice, yo. Ryan gonna be nice. They get Ryan footwork down. He fights tall, but if he get him to keep his hands up, get his replacement, man. When he throw a shot, he got to bring that other hand back, and when that other one is extended, one got to be up, man. You gotta make sure he keep his hands up, get his feet right. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, Ryan could do a little bit. He still got the speed. He might got some power for real. So. You know what I'm saying? He can do his thing at 140 if they match make him the right way. But who knows? You know what I'm saying? Since he's with Golden Boy might throw him to the wolves at 140. Who knows what could happen? Yeah, I wouldn't fight Tank, Shakur, or Regis if I wanted to keep winning, in my opinion. But if I was Devin, as far as the easier fights, I wouldn't take those fights would be harder, in my opinion. I should say it like that. I think when it comes to Regis and Devin do have a chance to win that fight because Regis' arms are shorter than Tank's, and he don't have the explosiveness of Tank. You don't have the feet that Tank have. You don't have the defense that Tank have, or the speed, the hand speed. So he probably can beat Regis for real, for real. I don't see Devin beating Tank or Shakur though. And that's just my opinion. 25% from Tank is way different than 25 from Devin. Tank said exactly. It's two different arguments. Negotiate, play, hate, don't give a damn, just make the damn date. Right. We just want to see the fight as fans. I get it. It's not a negotiation if you take the first offer. Exactly. So negotiations stop right when it start. Shakur worth more than 25% fresh off beating Yosha and anybody else. That's facts. He is worth more. He's worth more. It's the reason. Did y'all know that people that win in the Olympics they starting rate is more than other fighters when they become professional fighters? Should I say starting rate, or should I say when they get big fights, or they just get more money? I didn't even know that until a fighter said that shit. I didn't even know that shit. My point is that when Shakur was offered 25%, he never counteroffered and waited a week before petitioning the WBC instead of petitioning immediately. That's particulars that I don't really get into. I see what you're saying though, Kano. But I don't know about any of that. I don't know nothing about none of that. I understand exactly what you're saying though. What I mean by I don't know about it is that I don't know if that stuff is true. I don't know if any of it is true. It's my first time hearing it. Okay, that he waited a week and all of that stuff. Okay. I don't understand why he wouldn't counter offer. That's why I don't. That's my first time hearing that. My first thought is that you would counter offer. But how would we know if he did or didn't counter offer just because it wasn't in the media? Maybe he did counter offer. What was all of that signing contract? It was just something just to be funny when they was at the club. You know what I mean? Like, and just because he waited a week or he didn't have the dates right or whatnot, doesn't mean he didn't want it. You know, if he already petitioned the WBC, then it happened. Okay, he could have did it immediately. He didn't. He still did it. You know what I mean? It's just 7 days. Like, I just don't see the big deal. I understand what you're saying, but to me, like, I just want to see the fight. When it comes to them particulars, I let the fighters and the promoters and managers handle it. I don't. But that's what you do, Connor. Like, I'm not a promoter. You are. You promote, you manage, or whatever. You train. I just stay in the fans' place. If you understand what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying? I like Shakur's skills and his ability. He is a tremendously gifted fighter. Maybe one of the best I've seen when it comes to science. But his moves outside it aren't consistent. Maybe true. Salute to you, Stormy B. What's good with you, Sensei? I appreciate you for stopping by, King. Appreciate you. Shakur is an amazing name. Yeah, it's a good name. Very good name to have on your record if you can win. A lot of people just don't want to fight him because they don't think they can win. They don't think their chances are great enough. Hold up. Nah. And he knows he's not a side to Tank. Salute to vibes. Hopefully that stays true. Top Rank give Shakur that 25% offer, though, not Devin. How do we know that? I'm not calling you a lie, nothing like that, but a lot of times for years, I'm not even gonna say a lot of times, man. I've been right about a lot of fighters, and then people come and tell me something that's totally not true, and I believe it. And I'm over that. on YouTube. So I really don't know that. I don't know that Bob sent that shit. To be honest, you know what I'm saying? Like Top Rank, like both of them are under the same umbrella. Like, does it matter if Bob? It doesn't matter to Bob if Shakur gets 25%. Like Shakur, if both of them's under this, if both of them signed to Bob, I don't know if Devin stayed over there. If Devin didn't stay, then wouldn't it be better for Bob for Shakur to get more money than Devin? Am I tripping? Like, is that not how it go? I don't know. Suit to you, cuzzo. And if Top Rank, okay, but listen, if Top Rank sent to 25% and not Devin, then Devin shouldn't have no issue with what's going on right now at all. And Devin fans shouldn't have no issue either. If Devin don't have an issue, his fans shouldn't have one. If that's the case, there should be no issue. Especially knowing how good Shakur is as a fighter. If Shakur didn't take the money, then y'all didn't take the contract, then y'all should be glad because Devin does not have to fight a killer like Shakur. Don't have to fight somebody as skilled as he is or more like Shakur. Hit like on his level and his size. That's something we've never seen. We've never seen either one of them fight anybody on their skill level. Y'all should be happy. And if y'all if y'all are like, man, I don't care, like I know Devin will beat Shakur and all that stuff, then there should be no arguing going on at all in between Devin Haney fans at all about this shit. You shouldn't be calling Shakur nothing for stepping in the ring. You shouldn't be calling him nothing for sending him that sign the contract shit. You shouldn't be doing none of that shit. Shit, I remember people saying that, Tank ain't nothing. Tank seen Devin in the store and didn't do shit. Okay, Devin did nothing either, right? Both of them seen each other in the store, right? If both of them didn't do nothing, both of them's punks. If one of them's a punk, both of them are punks. Like, bro, if you call me or you call me out my name and everybody know you call, I know you called it. If we're in the same place, you don't gotta come up to me. I'll come up to you. That didn't happen either, so both of it cancels each other's out. It's the same shit about him sending the contract. Like, okay, I understand they got posses there, bro. Like, you ain't see him on the camera stand up and flick off Shakur. Like, man, fuck you, bring your ass. Like, you ain't see none of that. You know why? Because they know each other. It's not that big of a deal. It's just a big deal on YouTube. It's just a big deal for the fans, man. And salute to you, Vibe. Salute to you. Sad part is somebody is going to be called a duck because they're not fighting each other back to back. Devin, Tank, and Shakur. To be honest, yo, Tank's been having 10 people call him out for a long time. Sometimes it drops down to 5, but it's in between 5 and 10 people for the last four years been calling out Tank. He's been called a ducker. I don't feel sorry for Devin or Shakur. Tank had to go through it. And to be honest, this is just YouTube. To be 100, should Tank's fans, like, even if everybody on YouTube that don't like Tank just stop talking about him and stop buying pay-per-views or stop watching him, I'll bet my life that he'll still be a star. I'm telling you, he'll like, bro, it's not that many many people on YouTube that care that much. They just be hating. And they're not contributing to his success in the first damn place. And you can say kind of the same shit about Shakur. Devin, in my opinion, a broad part of his fan base is on YouTube. A broad part of it a lot of it is on YouTube. I'm not saying all of them, of course not, but a lot of his fans are on YouTube, bro. A lot of them are on YouTube. It's not the same for Tank and Shakur, though. Let's put it this way. Barrios had a minor belt. Leo had a minor belt. Tank had a minor belt. Garcia -1 had a belt. Okay, mine's other Garcia. Was Tank not the A side in all these five? Tank's the A side no matter who he fights because of his numbers, not because of who he's fighting. Ain't nobody better than him in his weight class. It don't matter who he fights, it's still gonna be the A side because they don't got them numbers. It just is what it is. Showed up, head tucked. Exactly. That's what Ryan looked pretty good when he was doing his shit. Salute to you, Ricky Williams. What's good, bro? Ryan gonna get his feet together. Right, he do gotta get them toes right. Talk to him, Queen. Salute to you, Mike Biggs. Box. Yeah, Tank's numbers make him A side. Right, 99% of the time, in my opinion, Tank first. Devin versus Tank should be 50-50, if not 55-45. Yo, 817. I don't care what their numbers are. I'm being honest, yo. I mean, not numbers. I don't care how much money they make. I'm just saying I'm not going to get mad at a fighter for not taking something that they think is a low ball offer. I'm going to put it this way. When it comes to you looking for a job, a lot of people, when they find out how much you make or where you work at, might frown their face and be like, I will never work there, or I will never work for that amount of money. But for you, you work there. It's good enough for you. But for other people, they would be like, man, I will never. That's not enough money. I didn't heard that shit 1,000 times. I done heard it 1,000 times across the board. You can make $70,000 a year, and another person will put their nose up at your shit like, that's not enough. I can't do that. It all depends on who you are and what you used to, what you grew up with knowing, what you think in your head, what you believe. It just is what it is. I'm not going to be mad at nothing. I'm going to stay in the fans' place like I've always been telling y'all. I don't listen to fans. I listen to fighters. That's why I stay in the mindset that I have. I'm not going to let, like people say, like my cousin say, I'm not going to let nobody mess with my mental peace. I let people mess with my mental peace for years. It's not going to happen no more. I just stopped listening to people. I don't got to unsub. I'm just not going to listen to you no more. It just is what it is. I know, but that's my opinion. Yo, I got you. 817. No bullshit. You definitely can have it. You probably 100% right. I don't look at stuff like that. If I did, I probably would feel the same way you did if I cared about it. But I'm just not. I don't look at it like that. I don't look at that part of that part of fighting. I just want to see the fight, for real. Just want to see the fight. Ryan not fighting Devin in his first fight was James. Ryan not fight Devin. And his first fight was James. Whose first fight was James? What you mean? Oh, thank you. Salute to you. Appreciate you, Mike Biggs Boxing. This is my shirt. I'm sorry, I made it. I'm selling it on my website, my merch website, scrolling on the bottom, www.bonfire.com/store/love sports. It's on there. You can copy something if you want something. It's the other stores scrolling at the bottom too on Etsy. Sensei. In my honest opinion, Devin has more favorable options. He do have a lot of options. There's no need to fight Shakur if he's not willing to take a smaller cut. Shakur should have forced Devin's hand if he really wanted to fight. But he just posture. Okay. Facts. If that's how you feel, it could be facts. That's how you feel. I ain't tripping off of none of it. Like if y'all feel that way, you can feel that way. I don't got no qualm about it. I'm just voicing my opinion about that shit. Both of them promoting each other off of each other. Tit for tat. It's boxing. That's facts. They are. They definitely doing that. No, actually, if Bob tells Haney and Shakur, hey, this fight is only worth $7.5 million to me, then Haney's saying, okay, I want 75%. So then Bob goes back and tells Shakur Haney wants 75 of 7.5 million. Okay, well then if that's the case, then it don't even matter if Top Rank sends the damn contract, does it? If Top Rank is going to Shakur asking him how much he want and he say 75%, he know he's giving Shakur 25. That. Ryan punch resistance got to get better. Right. None of other shit matters. In my opinion, yo, if he go for the gusto the way Ryan went for the gusto in the second round versus Tank and just started throwing all his power shots he can possibly throw as fast as he could throw them, walking down them. He need to slow that down. But if he did that to a lot of fighters, they would probably get caught by that shit. To be honest, they probably wouldn't be smart enough to hold them and to turn them and to wait and to do all that. They probably wouldn't have did none of that and got hit by that shit and knocked down or something. Because he with Derek James, yo, if Derek James can, like Cuzzo said, he looked like he was slowing him down, and I can agree there. But I seen him tucking his chin and keeping his right hand up. Like, if the man got a serious left hook and he keeping his right hand up, he tucking his chin. You got it. If he follow the game plan Derek James tell him to get out of the corner with every time he get out of the corner with, man, like he can. I'm telling you, like he can. If they match him right at 140, he can look nice. You know what I'm saying? He can really look nice. And if nothing else, he can win rounds. But I agree, his punch resistance need to get a little better. But you know, maybe it's a adrenaline type thing. Who knows, yo? Maybe it's an adrenaline type thing for him. They don't care what y'all think. Right, it's their money, not y'all's. Exactly, like, bro, nobody care. Leo had the super belt at 130. Yeah, he had a belt. Going by Devin's number, a fair offer from Tank is 35 to 65, in my opinion. It's gonna be something. Yeah, they probably won't even put it out. And like Tank don't never tell his business out. Like his team don't ever be like, we send like you don't even do stuff. And then it was like he made a deal with loudmouth ass Ryan and loudmouth ass Rolly, and they still didn't talk about the split. Like a lot of people, fighters do this shit on purpose. They just want us to talk about it. If you was telling me you was hungry and would take whatever to get the job, then you get the offer and you talking about the pay and lack and vacation hours. I'm gonna say you had it, sorry. As you said, you funny. Tank is never giving Haney 50-50. I don't think it's gonna happen either. How do you give a nigga 50-50 when you gather at least 60 times a rat? He's not gonna give him 50-50 because he's disrespectful. His team and all knows that it's about the money with Haney, regardless of what anybody think. I've been said it was about the money. If y'all wanna compare Floyd versus Devin, look at the money, not the weight fight. They both spend their money on jury like a motherfucker. They like money. Both of them like money and like spending it. And it is about the money. He's gonna want the biggest split that he can get versus Tank, and it's not gonna happen for real. He should just, if he want a big check for real, his biggest check gonna be with Tank, in my opinion, regardless if he take 20%. He's still gonna make the most with Tank, in my opinion, because I know that they're gonna pay-per-view the shit out of that fight the way they did Ryan's fight. They're gonna pay-per-view the shit out of it. It's gonna be big, huge, because there's a lot of people that think Devin Haney beats Tank, just like there was a lot of people that think Ryan beats Tank. It's the same shit. But that's a fact, black man. I don't think that's gonna happen either. Salute to you, IB, who I be. What's good with you? What's popping? Take the job and make 25% of what the other employees make doing the same job. Yeah, right. I was saying Ryan isn't going to fight Devin in his first fight with Derek James. Oh, with James. Okay. I got you. I understand what you're saying. I agree with that. Devin has everything that matters at 135 besides the fans and the people. Right. That's a fact. I agree with that. That's why I said 50-50, but I know life ain't fair. Yeah, life ain't fair at all. Not fair at all. Pay rates. Tay. Oh shit. It's like working for commission. It's based on your sales. Right. I had a job like that, working on commission. I wish I could. I wish I would pay a nigga more money than boss would to whoop my ass. Y'all funny as hell, man. Oh my god. I heard Ryan took a 67-33 split and still got over 20 million. Oh, I know. Listen, 20 million after taxes and fees too. That's what I'm saying. He's still gonna get a lot of money. Devin probably get his biggest payday fucking with Tank in one fight. In one fight, yeah, it's probably be the most that he got out of boxing from one fight. Salute to you, Darius the Great. Salute to you. Both of them gonna make big money though, because it's a big fight, and they're both of them deserving of it because they made it a big fight because of who they are. Damn, pen don't work. When it comes to Tank though, yo, salute to you, Kizzy H. Salute to you, Queen. What's good with you? Salute to you. Y'all tripping. Dev gave Shakur more money to whoop your ass, even though Bob and the folks that sanctioned the fight said no. Right, y'all, you funny though. I'm going to order me some food. I ain't cooking. I got off of those. Salute to you for coming through. Like Red said, Friday. Don't right. Well, Shakur activating it, is it's sorry, it's cool to me. I didn't know he waited and it made a difference. Like I didn't know all of that. I mean that's him activating it is good enough for me, man. For real. But yeah. Andy Cruz fight tonight. I heard it's a 8-round fight or 10-round fight. I'm not concerned about how many rounds it is because these fighters and their first fight, I'm more sure got gas. They got a lot of adrenaline running through them or whatever. They'll be fine. He's not gonna get tired or nothing. I don't think so. I seen him fight. He fight without big gloves and headgear before, so I don't think it's going to be a big deal. He probably win this fight in decision. I don't think it's going to be anything really tough for him. You know what I mean? But Tank is home, yo. Tank is home, yo. For the people that be a lot of people when it comes to Gervonta Davis, you be trying to change him into something that you like or something that you think that you would pay for or something that you would buy or something you would like to see, man. For real, yo. Take it or leave it. If you don't like the way Tank's moving inside of the ring and who he fights, bro, you don't have to talk about him. You don't have to listen. You don't have to watch him. You don't have to do none of that stuff. It's a 1,000 other fighters in the fight game. You can pick one to talk about if that's the case. But people be trying to make Tank out to be something that he isn't. Salute to you, Darius the Great in the house. Salute to you becoming a new member in the house. I appreciate you. Appreciate the support. Up in the place of your corner boss up in the house. Salute to you, Darius the Great. You've been around for a minute, been supporting me for a minute. Definitely appreciate you, yo. You got some cleaning to do. Salute to you. Salute to you, 817. But man, listen, Tank fights at 135. Just because he fought at 140 does not mean he got to fight at 130 or something wrong with him. Just because y'all want to see your favorite fighter in there with Gervonta Davis, bro. If he's not the size of Tank and if he can't make weight, then he need to get his money elsewhere. Like period and point blank. Stop trying to say that Tank can do this and that 30 will make it better. He's already the best. He's already getting the most money and the most views around and up and around that weight class. He don't need your help to do nothing extra to make you feel better for a fight. If you want to fight Devin at 140, it's going to happen. Don't act like you got to push it together and something's wrong with Tank because he's done it before. Like, bro, don't nobody care about that. Well, no, especially he don't. Just because he fought at 140 before does not mean he'll fight anybody at 140. Especially when y'all crying over the rehydration clause that he had with Ryan Garcia. He had one with fucking the guy that he fought at 140. He had a rehydration clause with Barrios. Barrios just wasn't bitching about it, but he had one with him. And what did Devin say? He ain't having no rehydration clause. So how the hell is he fighting him at 140 and Tank's the A side? I need a lot of people to rethink the stuff that they be saying out their mouth because they don't make any sense. If Tank's the A side and Devin don't want a rehydration clause, then how is the fight going to be at 140? And they can't even act like Tank's the only one with that. Man, it feel like Canelo made up rehydration clauses. It feel like he made it up. It feel like it's his shit. Catch weights and all of that stuff. It feel like it's him. Now, and if Tank wanted to fight Barrios for his title, for his secondary title at a catch weight, y'all would have rained down on him with hot lava rocks. Y'all would have threw the shit out them joints. But that's what Canelo does. Canelo fight whatever title you got he wanted on the line is something under your weight class, under the where you got the damn title at. And a rehydration clause. Tank went up to 140 to fight him for that secondary title that people don't give no respect for. To fight a bigger guy that people say was only 5'10". To fight somebody that people was like, oh, well, he wasn't good anyway. I didn't know who he was anyway. And to be, in all honesty, if he fought Barrios at 138 for his title and beat him and actually had the title, y'all would have killed his ass verbally on fucking YouTube. Y'all would have killed Tank for doing that. Tank made it clear after Barrios he wasn't comfortable at 40. Exactly. And people continue to say, well, he did it once. So I know a lot of fighters that knocked out somebody once, but they can't knock out nobody again. Can they? What are y'all really saying, though? Especially in these same people saying that he can fight at 140 never gave him any credit for his win at 140. So, in your opinion, that win that he had at 140 ain't shit, but you want him to fight at 140? No, he evidently wasn't shit, right? He wasn't even good at 140. That wasn't even a good fight. If that's the case, then why do you want him to fight there? The hell is going on? Shit's stupid as hell. People act like... Exactly. Tank needs to stay at 135. I don't want to see him go up and get hurt. He naturally a smaller man. Exactly. And people want to ignore that because they want to see Tank lose. They want to see him hurt. They want something to talk about. This shit whack. Salute to you, Kondo. Said make up their mind, man. I don't know what's going on. But people should just, honestly, you should commend somebody like Tank. I'm not saying you got to kiss his ass, but he's not out here disrespecting no fighter. Like, he's not out here shitting on nobody, making anybody feel any way about that. He keep it boxing, and he's entertaining. Bruh, if you don't like what he's doing, bruh, it's so easy to be fans of another fighter at that same weight class. It's good fighters at 135. Salute to you, Thomas Hill. Salute to you for coming by. Good people's in the chat, right? Avoid the double standards in boxing at all costs. If Haney don't want a rehydration clause, he should make weight. Ryan had the clause because he couldn't make weight. Right. He did. But Haney said that shit. Haney said Tank's a hoe or something for the rehydration clause or something he said. Don't quote me on that, but he did call him out his name that he had a rehydration clause, and he said he will never do it. He will never do a rehydration clause. That's what he said. I'm just going by what the man said. Naughty language, right? Naughty language. It's something that I wanted to let y'all hear. Yeah, it's not on there. It's on here. What's wrong with my my shit tripping. Mike Biggs, I see you on my phone. That shit had me tripping just now, but I don't see you on my computer. Salute to you. That's weird. Let me see you on the computer. Okay, let me do what I was supposed to do. Let me put that on pause. This is it right here.
To be that comfortable.
This is Sean Porter. This is Sean Porter talking about talking about Errol Spence and Bud. Now, I made a short and it got a lot of views fast, and I put it out at night too. Got a lot of views fast, and they muted it and then took it down. And I found out that's what the person that gave the interview, his channel, I think it was ES News, he did that. But when I went to his channel to try to find it, he took it down. So I'm like, bruh. And this is the reason why I don't like editing. You know what I'm saying? I don't like how when people have an interview with somebody, but they give you the edited version. Like, bruh, let us hear what's going on. But check out what Sean Porter said. And this is just something that's reiterating something that I said after Sean Porter fought. But I think the next day or 2 days after that, I went live telling everybody that Bud fought Podcast Porter. He did not fight Showtime. He didn't fight the same person Errol Spence fought. And I was right in so many levels, and it came out in so many ways. But I've recently said that, and a clown made a hate video about me because I said that Sean Porter wasn't the same fighter when Bud fought him. And you know, he wasn't himself. He didn't have his legs, and he wasn't Showtime. He was Podcast Porter. So this is just more evidence of what he said. This came out, I think, 9 days ago, maybe 10 days ago on Fight Hype.
My thing with this fight is, and it's something that you cannot measure. You can't measure another fighter's energy. You can't measure another fighter's mentality through the fight. That was another difference that I saw in my fight with Terrence. Terrence never got uncomfortable. And Terrence never showed me that he that there was anything unsettling within his heart and his mind throughout the fight. And I pride myself on making fighters uncomfortable. When I went back and just analyzed the fight in my head and things like that, I didn't apply the kind of pressure that Errol's going to apply. I didn't apply that straight in your face mentality that I usually fought with. And
see, Sean Porter just said it. Salute to you, Darius the Great. That is a fact. Salute to you. He just said it. He just said it. He did not do that shit. He ain't do it. Let's hear it again. Let's hear it again.
Measure another fighter's energy. You can't measure another fighter's mentality through the fight. That
Salute,
was
Zena.
Another difference that I saw in my fight with Terrence. Terrence never got uncomfortable, and Terrence never showed me that he that there was anything unsettling within his heart and his mind throughout the fight. And I pride myself on making fighters uncomfortable. Never once did I see Terrence uncomfortable. When I went back and just analyzed the fight in my head and things like that, I didn't apply the kind of pressure that Errol's going to apply. I didn't apply that straight in your face mentality that I usually fought with, and I thought that may have been a reason why I didn't see Terrence get uncomfortable.
What you mean you thought? Yeah, that's the reason why you didn't see Terrence getting comfortable, because you wasn't really fighting at full speed. That's what I said after I seen the fight. It's like Sean Porter was fighting at the speed like he was teaching somebody how to fight aggressively. Like you was doing it in stages. It wasn't fluent. It wasn't the same way you fought Errol. He said it so many times in so many ways that he wasn't, that you was overboxing. You thought you was retired. We seen that all you wanted to do really was box. You wasn't Sean Porter no more. You wasn't Showtime no more. You was podcast. Your mind was somewhere else. Like Canelo's mind is in the golf course. It's not, you wasn't in this shit to win it, and it's somewhere else. That's why the editing shit get on my nerves. Somewhere else in that interview, he was saying how he needed everything to beat Errol. You know, that's why he pulled out all the stops. He made sure he did everything in camp. You know what I'm saying? He said when he fought Bud, he didn't do all that extra shit. He wanted to make sure he saved something for the fight. That is proof of what his father said about him not listening to his father in camp and not doing the things his daddy told him to do, like Errol said in the press conference to Bud. It's true, bro. I don't know why people trying to hide the shit. I don't know why Sean trying to hide it. Sean, to keep coming out in your speech every time you talk, bro. We hear you saying this. You telling on yourself, bro. You did not fight Spence. Bud, the way you fought Spence. You didn't. We can tell by the way the shit looked. You was standing in front of him and tit-tatting, and you was trying to box like he was Ugas. You wasn't trying to box Errol. You stood in front of Errol the whole 12 rounds. You stood in front of him that round. You got dropped for a whole, 5 seconds. That's the only time you stood in front of Errol and you got dropped. You stood in front of Bud for rounds on rounds and rounds on end, and then you finally got dropped. And it's only because you was tired and you was standing in front of him. I don't want to hear shit from Porter until he admits that Tank put hands on him during his sparring session before the Crawford fight and he wasn't ready for the fight. It's true. And I said that shit too, and I can tell by how his father said it. How his father said that Tank was cracking. He was like, yeah, Tank's here. He's cracking. And look to the left and shit. Yeah, bro, I can tell. Yeah, I know. And then right after that, all you heard was Porter saying sweet things, talking sweet nothings about Gervonta Davis. And then I said that shit live. I said, yo, I knew Tank beat some respect out of Sean Porter's mouth. He beat respect out your grill. Because that's all you talk is respectfully now. Shit crazy. Salute to you, Leon Robinson. Been a little minute. Salute to you. How you been? How you doing? How you been? How you doing? It's not true. Devin did not take less than 35% and never has. Like, probably hasn't. He probably hasn't. A lot of people just say shit because they want people to stop talking, stop making their fighter look like there's something that they don't want their fighter to be. Bruh, it is what it is. Period. It is what it is. It's different types of A-sides based on numbers. Tank can offer anyone 5% based on doing over 90% more sales. That's facts. Sutu Shwana Allah. That's facts. Weirdo kinfolk. Based on numbers, Shakur is worth about the same as Loma. His numbers are higher than Loma's. I think Shakur's numbers is higher than Loma's too. I didn't even think about it like that. In facts, we actual boxing fans and don't go out our way to bring down black fighters. Haney team and fans the opposite and been doing it since Gary. That's facts. Haney team for sure disrespect black fighters left and right. But he allowed Cambosos to call him the rat. And I'm not even going to go there. I'm not even going there. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Salute to you. Loma got 40% and Shakur Gates been higher. See, now that right there is a talking point. That right there is something somebody needs to look into to see if it's an actual fact and put the actual footage and the black and white as a short and put it out. And that's, you can stop a narrative of people saying one thing and they thinking, oh, if that's true, then they're right. No, but it's not true. So what's next? What's really good? You know what I mean? So it's no way to justify offering Shakur 25%. Like, bro, you can justify it by saying he didn't want to fight Shakur. I mean, I'm saying, just like I said, I think the man got options and he ain't want to fight Shakur right now. He got a better option to him and his you know, and his thought process. He got somebody else in mind. You know, this is what it is. I'm not even going to lie. Bill is the reason I don't like Devin. See, I don't know if you was in here, but I was saying that's what fan, and he is a fan. I understand he works with Devin, but he's a fan. He's doing what I say fans do. Like, it's certain things that's said about a fighter. The fighter don't even have to say it, and you don't end up not liking the fighter. It just is. It's just how it is. But let me hear this. Hold on. What's that? Oh, okay. One more time, though. Let's hear this one more time before I move. I got something else for y'all to listen to before I get on up out of here. I got to play something else.
We got to start talking about Terrence Crawford in the same breath with Manny Pacquiao.
Man, stop sucking. You know what?
Virtually amazing at a lot of points in his career. My thing with this fight is, and it's something that you cannot measure. You can't measure another fighter's energy. You can't measure another fighter's mentality through the fight. That was another difference that I saw in my fight with Terrence. Terrence never got uncomfortable, and Terrence never showed me that he
sit to your condo. I mean,
Kello.
Shit,
unsettling within his heart and his mind throughout the fight, and I pride myself on making fighters uncomfortable. Never once did I see Terrence uncomfortable. When I went back and just analyzed the fight in my head and things like that, I didn't apply the kind of pressure that Errol was going to apply. I didn't apply that straight in your face mentality that I usually fought with, and I thought that may have been a reason why I didn't see Terrence get uncomfortable. If Terrence does not get uncomfortable against Errol Spence Jr., he's going to beat Errol Spence Jr.
All right, bro. Of course, yeah, I mean, Sean admitted it again. Salute to boxing matchups with D Free. TWT is in his house. DC. What's good? What's good with you? What's good with you, yo? This dude, bro, you sat there and admitted just now. That's what I heard. I heard you admit that you didn't apply the same pressure to Bud. And then said, maybe that's why he didn't get uncomfortable. Yeah, that's why he didn't get uncomfortable. He knew you was in there playing. Shit. I think your father realized what was up. I think your father realized during training camp that you wasn't training the way you were supposed to because you were fighting your friend Bud. That's what I think. That's why during training camps and when they were showing your all access and shit, your father was damn near cussing you out, was disrespecting you in front of other fighters and other people, Jim. He was saying rude shit to you. He was acting mean. Your father was mean as hell for that camp. So tough that shit spewed onto Derek James. I'm sorry, wrong camp. But when it came to Bud, your dad was mad. Kenny Porter was mad at him this whole camp, yo. Y'all don't remember all the cussing and stuff and the yelling and stuff that he, not cussing, but all the yelling and stuff that he was doing to Sean? The whole camp leading up to Bud? I remember that shit. I remember it. And from that, what happened? When y'all fought each other, it's like Kenny seen that shit. Like his son wasn't fighting the way that he fought everybody in his career. Over 20-some fights, 30-some fights. It's the first time we seen Sean Porter gas out. It's the first time we ever seen him gas. All this stuff I said right after I watched that fight. I don't know how to repeat what nobody said. Everybody repeating what the fuck I said. Right after I seen that fight, I said, bro, this man don't got his legs, and you can't be Sean Porter. You can't be Showtime Porter if you don't got your legs. That's his fighting style. It's come forward. It's attack, 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 attack. That's what it is. If you don't have his legs, he can't be that. And yeah, somebody was like, he did do the training in the mountains. He did do this. Yeah, but you didn't do a full out. How many people has actually been athletes, that's actually lift weights in their life? Bruh, I can lift the weight and don't do that shit correctly and get through it. Or I can do it correctly and halfway kill myself. Do you get me? So what that you actually did certain, because I heard him say that. I heard Sean say that. Well, I did do the mountains, I did do the water, and I did do this, and I did do that. And then another time you hear him say I didn't do certain things because I left it all in the ring. Come on, Sean. Because I wanted something to take to the ring. Come on, bro. Like, seriously. You didn't train the way you were supposed to train. This stuff is certain ways that you do certain exercises and certain drills. Your father seen you didn't do it the way that you usually do. The way you've been doing stuff all of these years, and you didn't do it the same way. You refused to do certain things. And when he seen the shit during camp, and when y'all fought each other, he seen that you wasn't fighting Bud the way that he taught you to fight. The way you fought everybody else, the way you fought Sean. The way you fought Errol Spence, you wasn't fighting Bud the same way. He seen that shit. When you got dropped, he got mad. That's what I think. Now that everything is out, bro, he threw in the towel because he ruined your plans to go fucking to get stopped by Bud. He ruined your plans. He stopped the fight. It's like you wanted to get stopped by, but you just standing in front of this motherfucker the whole fight and shit, doing little shit every now and then, and actually catching Bud with it. He was gonna tag your ass back at some point in time, and you knew it. You knew it. You just stood there waiting for it. That's what I think. For people to be like, oh, well, no, he didn't, and then make diss videos about me, make another one. I don't even care, bro. I know I'm right. I know what I seen. I don't watch Sean Porter fight for over a decade. He don't fight like that. He don't. And how you gonna sit there and admit that he needed everything for Errol? That's why you had 2 training camps. But then sit there and say, I didn't really know what I needed for Bud. Bro, you don't know. That's because you didn't even try. You didn't study him. You didn't have the same energy. Don't you remember? I remember Sean being a totally different person when he was going to fight Errol, bro. Just like everybody that's about to fight Errol. You was acting all different and shit. Yelling at the camera until you drew white spit in the corner of your mouth. I made a video about that shit too. You was acting all different and shit. I don't believe none of that. Salute to you, Queen. What's good with you, Miss Knockout Boxing 86 TV? What's popping? If it goes to purse bid, Shakur would likely get 40 to 45%, honestly. That's what I was trying to say to these people in the chat. And then somebody said something about what the sanctioning bodies or what the purse bids do, or you know what I'm saying? That's the same. If Shakur wanted a 50-50 split with Heron, and then they ended up going to purse bid and he got more than 50-50. Like, okay, how about he might get more than 25% if you go to purse bid? Like I said, I think purse bid is like 30 minimum. Like I said, like Shakur is an Olympic winner, he's gonna get more. Like I said, Shakur has better numbers. Like, bruh, I don't. Let's see what everybody going with this, with what they saying. Like, but just like I said, like I just want to see the fight, just like y'all. But I'm not mad that he ain't take that money. Damn, I ain't plugged this joint up the whole time. Hold up. I sit here with it plugged up and not plugged up to my computer. Plugged up now. Okay. His views and gates have been higher than Devin's with lesser known opponents. The WBO made that decision. Shakur did not ask for more. The WBO set this split in a big C. See what I'm saying, y'all? Do y'all see what I'm saying? People honestly, and this what I've said on other people's chats, and I'm gonna say it on my own live. I think I've said it before. I'm gonna say it again. A lot of people looking for information just go to chats where a lot of people is at or has a lot of subs, thinking that they're the best place to get their information without doing research. They just get their information from people on YouTube. Those said people go to certain people chats and get used to how they're saying stuff, what they're saying, and how they do things, and they come to other people chats with rhetoric, with stuff that's people's opinion, that's not fact. And half the time, it's not even the person's fault that's repeating what they heard. It's usually the content creator's fault. Because they can't just say, in my opinion, or what they think. They can't say that they don't know. They just say things and continue to say it and beat down the throat of somebody that don't share the same opinion as if it's a fact. Like, that's what's been going on. It's terrible. Shakur said it's just business, but he did not set the split. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I was told, that the fighters don't have no say-so in the split when it gets to first bid. That's why negotiations happen. That's where you get your say-so. You understand what I'm saying? The WBO did, just like in this fight, the WBC said it right based on sales. Now, he'd be mad if it's 40. If they give Shakur 40 because it goes to first bid, he'd be mad. The WBO did the same thing to Bud versus Porter. Bud with Porter. The split would have been a 70-30, and they moved it to 60-40 because Porter sells. Right. Wasn't up to Bud or Porter. Straight up. Salute to you. What's good with you? That's facts. I'm glad you in here, Zena, to set shit straight, because what the people were saying wasn't sitting with me. That's what I'm saying. Like, if it's true, ask yourself why Haney had no issue with Loma getting 40% with no belt and less sales. Because, and that's what people say. Say that Haney was desperate. Salute to you, Roderick Thompson. Salute to you, Knockout Boxing 86 TV. What's good with you? Based on sales, it should be about 60-40. Right, 40%. And I didn't think that he was going to send him a contract with 40% on it for sure. Like, that's what I said live. Like, I don't think that would have been 40 though, but 30. Like, I don't see why he didn't send him a 30% contract. That's only because Haney has belts. Right, that's fact. But sales wise, Shakur tops him in 2 of the 3 categories. Damn. I can believe that too. I can believe that. Sutu Planet 619. And then they wonder why they get called out for parading somebody else's nonsense. Yeah. Yep. But that's what happens. Like, a lot of them just go for information, and they get used to how that content creator is talking, doing, and all that stuff, and they go to somebody else's house. This is my channel, it's my shit, is how I do it. They come here and with the same type of talking points, the same type of way of thinking, the same type of this, the same type of that. And if I say something that's outside of it, and they might look at me some type of way, like, bro, people are different. People have different opinions, and I don't see why people think there's something wrong with that, with having a different opinion. I know people got different opinions, man. Like, I don't see. Nobody is going to agree with everything that I say, so why do I have to agree with everything you say about a fighter? Like, I just don't get that. Porter would have fought, but for a cool million if fans had it their way. Right. He ended up getting 4 times that. Right. But Shakur needs to take 25%. Come on, man. I don't think he has to. The fight going to happen down the line. It's going to happen. I always said it was going to happen at 140. It's going to eventually. But I do think Shakur beating Devin will make him something forever ace. I don't know why people saying that, yo. You might be the A side again if you fighting a rematch, but why would that happen? Like, he gonna move up. He's already, like, I don't see him rematching you. Like, the stuff that some people come up with, and it sounds like a good talking piece because it relieves some pressure with that conversation with your favorite fighter. You're like, I guess it's safe to say that when people say this. Like, bro, go ahead with this shit. It's not that big of a deal, yo. Exactly, it's cool. Because when Tank offers 0.0025%, don't want to hear shit. Definitely agree. 2 out of 3 gate and TV ratings. Devin just got that 1 pay-per-view. Damn. You got Omega talking about numbers. Damn. And they take the shit too serious. Yeah, they take it serious as hell, man. They take it real serious. Devin got close to 40% from Cambosis. People got to stop spreading that misinformation. He has never taken less than 35%. That's what I think I asked that shit too. Like, bro, if he took 21% from Cambosis, I done seen a lot of people put on the screen what a fighter took in the purse split. Show me what he took when he fought whoever. Show me what he took. Show me that time he took 21%. And I don't want to see no edited shit either. It's not that serious. Shakur would be stupid as hell to take 25% because most of the money would come from Shakur fans, right, that are more consistent supporters. I got one more thing I want y'all to hear before we get on up out of here, okay? I don't think I heard anybody talk about it, and it's not new. I'm going to talk about it because I am. It's not much to say. I just want y'all to hear it. We can listen. Look, let's just listen.
All right, I told y'all I wasn't going to go live and I was going to chill out. I was just going to hang out. All right, so I'm going to tell y'all the real shit. Yeah, I signed a contract with Canelo too. I gave it to my brother first, so we both make money. Is y'all crazy? We gonna both make money. But if I can give it to my brother first until I get, like, it's right, because they so-called, I gotta get right. Like, I go get right. I ain't tripping. But long as I get a fight with the nigga, I go get a fight with the nigga. So that's, you know what I'm saying? That's what I did, right? It's like, why would I get on live? Y'all niggas want to start talking like, y'all niggas want to just start yapping and shit. Shut the fuck up, nigga. I'm on live. You over here talking about some bullshit ass. Come here so they can see who you is. Since you want to be so motherfucking popping, come see. Yeah, he's scared. They say Ma be tripping. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what you on. Hey, Jari, I ain't mean to hit you in your nuts. My bad. That was an accident. I want to hit you in your face. Hey, come here. Oh, y'all want some psychedelics? Y'all want psychedelics? I don't give a fuck. Look at the whole world. Look.
She said, nah, you on live. He said, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, I'm bad. How many people here? It ain't that many people on here. Oh, hey, man, yeah. So I didn't really want to go on live, but I gave the fight to my fucking brother, okay? Y'all mad at me because I gave the fight to my brother. Let my brother fight. My brother gotta go up 2 weight. He gotta go up 2 weight classes. I want to fight the motherfucker, but it is what it is, you know. No, we're not top down nothing. Y'all not taking none of my cards. No, nothing. None of my shit. Trying to go kart. Huh? This is my cousin Marcus. They mad. And I don't got no girlfriend. I'm single. Fuck them comments. Fuck them. I don't know what they talking about. Like, shout out to Trill Burger. Hey, why they mad at me? I'm still the champ, man. They mad because that nigga still the champ. That's why you niggas mad, nigga. He ain't got to fight, nigga. Nigga still the champ. Still the champ, you pussy ass niggas.
Nigga, you lame.
J Prince. Jazz Prince.
He definitely lame. Niggas say all type of shit.
I bet I can show y'all a Jazz Prince, and them niggas tried to give me $500 a month. Wait a minute, y'all. Jazz Prince, you tried to give me $500 a month. Nigga, I can't even buy dog food with that shit. And I ain't talking about no work. I'm talking about actual dog flight for my cane corsos. Fuck you on, bro. Mind your business, nigga. Stay out of mind, nigga. Nigga, I'm with that shit, nigga. I'm with everything y'all with, nigga. Like, y'all nigga, hey, yo. See my little pimp, I need a facial. My baby mama do facials. I got her esthetician license. Yeah, bitch, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Let me get off this shit. Everybody on this bitch talking about I'm praying for you. You ain't did it. Nigga, I'm praying for y'all. Just stay the fuck away from me. What the fuck is y'all on? I'm praying for y'all. The fuck?
Was in there. And the room of people that was in there, damn, yo, they got my service messed up. That's cool, y'all. I just wanted to play the video. Whoever's messing with my service, I'm about to go and get on up out of here. Because nobody talking about that. Good information is that he got the contract to fight Canelo. I don't know how he gave it to his brother, but that's what's up. I was right about that. When I found out Charlo was on it, I said the other Charlo was on it as well. I don't think Benavidez was on that contract at all. I don't think Errol Spence is on that contract at all. I think Boo Boo is, though. I think Boo Boo and both Charlos is on the contract. Bruh, I don't know. And why ain't people saying anything about it? I know people, that video got views. And he was live. So his live got views. And then the people that YouTube channel put it out got views. Like, bruh, don't get mad at me for playing the video, for playing it. That's all I got to say. I'm not going to talk about him, but that's what's going on with JERMALL right now. Like, he on some other shit right now. You know what I'm saying? For all the people that saying they wanted the bigger Maul to fight Charlo, and I lost some people that was in here. Maybe they were going to find that video. It's just, bro, don't get mad at me for playing the video, bro. I'm just saying. Listen, I wouldn't want to see somebody in that type of state fight Charlo. Like, bro, I'd rather your younger brother fight him first, bro. For real, you know what I'm saying? If he still want to fight after, if Canelo lose, my bad. If Canelo lose, you know what I'm saying? And, he still want to fight Big Charlo, cool. But Big Charlo is not, like he said, I'll get right. I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you need to get back to the person that we know you to be. And I don't know that. I don't know him. I don't know that JERMALL. You know what I'm saying? Like, he sound like he was on some stuff. Fair use, Bear 24. Yes, fair use. I think Boo Boo would embarrass Canelo, just my opinion. Who do you think is on their 3-fight deal? We just found out both Charlos is on the 3-fight deal to fight Canelo. Who do you think the third person is? I don't think it's gonna be no EJ. I don't think it's gonna be David Benavidez. I think it's gonna be Boo Boo. Really. 10% from Tank is more than 25% from him. That's facts. That's facts. I hope Boo Boo is on it, but I doubt it. I think he is, yo. Xena be coming up with them hardcore facts. Yeah, he been doing that for years, y'all. Fuck with Xena. Me and Xena, I've been seeing Xena for around for years on years. I don't know, man. I don't know what's wrong with him. Yes men ain't helping at all. The girl tried to tell him, no, you on live. I don't give a fuck, bro. You should care. Talking about it's not that many people on there. So what? People gonna see the replay. People are watching and recording this right now. and about to put it on YouTube, which they did. They asked Shakur to go to the WBC. Now the same people complaining because he went to the 25%. Funny as hell, man. Right, the fans, they didn't care about the fans. Exactly. Like, bruh, if you was a millionaire, would you care about what a nigga think that you never met? Let's just be honest. And I said that years ago. Would you care? Come on now. You're going to do what's best for him. They asking him to go to WBC, and now they mad because he did it. That's facts. They're teaching fair use indeed. They wouldn't do it in their own job, right? Benavidez have to be. I don't think he's going to. I agree with you. Third. Could be determined. Yeah, could be determined at a later time. They probably changed it to an easy fight after he get his ass whooped twice. Probably Andre, since Canelo liked to fight inactive fighters. But it don't matter what Shakur did, they was gonna have an issue with it. That's facts. He asked them to go to WBC, and now they mad. Shakur, the villain, because he ran Haney out that ring and embarrassed him. Man, listen, I ain't even really harp on that shit. Man, listen. Devin already was undisputed. I understand. But you just defended all the undisputed titles versus Lomachenko, the guy that was top pound for pound, the guy that just said they can beat Muhammad Ali, and that guy that's better than Muhammad Ali and that can beat Floyd Mayweather. You just did that. And because Shakur was in the ring, you didn't stay in the ring. Like, bro, it seemed like he ran you out the ring because you didn't stay. Like, bro, you was only in the ring for a couple minutes and you left another fighter in the ring. Like, bro, I think that's unheard of. Like, you supposed to be the last fighter in the ring. The person you beat leave first. You the last fighter in the ring. Like, bro, you left Shakur in your ring? That shit crazy to me, man. If I was a Haney fan, I wouldn't even bring it up. I wouldn't even talk about that shit. There's nothing you can say. Broke dudes trying to tell millionaires what they should do. Exactly. Haney says Haney gave Shakur the message. Top Rank did not offer it. They relayed the message that Haney wanted 75%. It's not Bob's best interest for Shakur to get a better split because he gets a percentage of Shakur's purse. It's not Bob's interest for Devin to get a bigger split, you mean? Because he gets a percentage of Shakur's purse? As I said that earlier. So saying Bob offered 25% is a lot. I said that shit earlier. Not even, just because it makes sense. Not even knowing the business like that, but it makes sense. Like, bro, what people say just don't make sense to me. He definitely... And we know why. Why would I ask for my guy to get less when it means I get less also? Right. I also get less. These people will say anything. Yep, I said that too. People say anything, man. Over 2 hours, almost 2 hours and a half. I think I've ran out of topics, pimping. I don't think I have anything else to say on it unless y'all got something to say on it. Yeah, I already talked about both the cards. I talked about both of them. Hold on. Oh. I forgot to talk about her. I got her in my title and everything. This is the last topic. I forgot to talk about NatashaJonas. And yo, Jonas. I was supposed to mark this and I didn't, so I don't even know when she says it. But this is NatashaJonas talking about Carissa Shields. She won a Carissa Shields fight.
To be fair, the first 4 rounds was probably...
And she talking about when Carissa Shields fought Savannah Marshall. This y'all should listen to this interview if you haven't heard it.
Our fight I've seen. She was fast, she was explosive, and she got the crowd on her side really quick. But a lot of the shots are coming like a bent arm. She throws a lot. She throws a lot of punches and bunches. It's never really get a lot of single shots from her. But they're all bent arm, and sometimes Saba's only ducking and they're rolling over. She slowed down a little bit here, but
yeah, this is probably Savannah's best part of the fight, arguably.
I think she started so fast. It was you couldn't have kept that up for 10 rounds. But yeah, she did slow down. I think she said at the end as well that Sav caught her with a shot in the 8th round in an eye, something eye socket. That really, really hurt her. And it busted a little bit.
She was such a good amateur. You need to defend herself.
I'm not gonna be able to find it, and she talked like with the accent and it's so little mama. I barely understand her sometimes. So to you, Omega Red in the super chat, definitely appreciate you. Say just because giving you some love, I definitely appreciate the support of Omega Red. Definitely appreciate you. Akello Nectar in the super chat as well. Definitely appreciate you. Say $5 on the weed, bro. I need it. I need it. Definitely appreciate you. I appreciate the support. Say facts. People overestimate YouTube boxing. It's a very small segment of boxing fans. Elder B said that it improved it with those numbers. Yeah, it's true. It's facts. Man, she was Natasha Jones was saying respectable things for the most part about Carissa Shields. She said the girl's never happy with her. She could say that she's the best fighter in the world, and she's still gonna go off on her or whatnot. She said, but she thinks that she can beat her, and she said it was the best 4 rounds of the fight when Shields fought Savannah Marshall. But she had some things, some critiquing words about the way Carissa Shields was fighting, and don't really come to mind because I didn't keep in my memory bank because the things that she said doesn't matter. Honestly, not in women's boxing. Do I think Natasha Jones deserves a fight with Carissa Shields? Yes, and I say that because she's a name and she's kind of a draw in the UK. A lot of people like her. I can tell by the standing ovation and how loud it got in the arena in her last fight. And this was she moved up in weight. This was her first fight in a higher weight class, and she kind of dog walked the chick that she was fighting. She beat her ass. You know what I'm saying? She does throw punches a bit slow, and she talked about that. She said, but when they get there, they always hurt the opponent. The opponent always feel them. And they did talk about Carissa Shields' lack of power, and that they did talk about the fact that Natasha does have power. I just honestly want to hear what Carissa's response is going to be. I think that video came out yesterday. I'm more than sure she's going to say something about this video, not sporadically, but I think when asked about Natasha Jones, this video is going to come to mind. They even said that they know that the Carissa Shields is probably listening to the live right now. And I don't put it past her because she'd be on top of her game. I think it'll be a great fight, a great name to put on both of their resumes, whoever win. But of course, I got Carissa Shields beating Natasha if they fight each other. I think it will be a very good fight. I don't think it will be a very easy fight though for Carissa Shields. I think she'll gonna have to put in a little bit of effort to get the W. But I think if she's willing to go to the UK again, that's possibly a very big fight up there, right next to Savannah Marshall. NatashaJonas is more known than Savannah Marshall. She's older than Savannah Marshall. She's been fighting for longer. She has more fights and everything. Like the turnout would probably be even bigger if she went back to the UK to fight Natasha Jones. So I think it's a good fight, and I think it should happen. Something is definitely wrong with the man. Yeah, something wrong with Mel. He need to get right. What the F? Tank versus Devin is 95-5 in terms of sales. Facts is nowhere near 70-30, let alone 55-45. Why the F? would you give 45 or 50% when 90% of the money coming off Tank back? Are y'all sniffing glue? The fact is that when Tank sends an offer to Devin and it's not nothing ridiculous, y'all should honestly just admit that Tank's the more mature person out of all of these youngins. Out of everybody under 30, under 140 pounds. He's more mature out of all of them. He don't be hating. He don't be Twitter fingering and stuff like everybody else. It's not about all that. And he the A side and can honestly be an asshole to everybody when it comes to the purse split. He can be an asshole and be greedy to everybody that he fight. And I don't think it's happening because you don't see people crying about the money. Ryan was crying about the hydration clause. You was crying about the weight. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't cry about the split with Tank. So, in saying that, when Tank fight all these other top fighters, if they cry about the money, they full of shit and don't want to fight. Period. Y'all are full of shit. Don't want it. Numbers, anyone. They think belts matter when it comes to splits. Yes, they do. They do. They think that. And if that's the case, then Bud deserves 50-50 versus Errol. He deserves it. It should have never been an argument. The business don't give a damn about belts. They don't. They don't. That's a fact. That's a fact. Look, I'm going to get on up out of here and let everybody enjoy the rest of the day. You got, 30 minutes until the fight cards, Alicia Baumgartner fight card starts on the Zone. I think it's a few people going live for the fights. Enjoy. I think KQKC always goes live. I bet he is. Mike Biggs Boxing might be live tonight. I know Just Do might be live. Y'all enjoy these fights tonight. You know what I'm saying? We got some good fights tonight. Boxing is looking up. We getting better and better as more prospects come, better fights come, better fighters come into the fight game. We have no choice but to get better fights down the line. I'm enjoying being a boxing fan. We just need to clean up the way we talk about it here on YouTube. Salute to everybody that came by. Salute to everybody that gave to the channel, supported the channel. I see y'all next Saturday, every Saturday. Love, peace, and